Hello, my friends! Welcome back to Anomaly Cup number 1. This is between cowofschmau and Space Artist for Real, and I've been told that this is quite a replay. I've been told that this is one for the ages, so I'm excited to cast this one, and hopefully you are excited to view it. We've got Conef versus Soban here, going to be the picks. cowofschmau's got a fever, but it can be solved with a healthy dose of cowbell. See? Now let's go ahead and check our info.txt document here. See if we can glean any useful information from this. Looks like it'll be Conef versus Soban both times, and this is cowofschmau's pick, College Teeth, and Space Artist grabs Storing Crater. I think I like, I don't know. I really like College Teeth for Conef in Draki and in Vanilla. I don't know how it stacks up really in Anomaly, to be fair. So it's hard to say, like, if these are good map picks or not. Now, Conef always a little bit blind in this game. You can see, right, without the mobility support, like, look at this vision range, it's absurd compared to this. This is all coming from one unit. So, what Conef always likes to do in Anomaly in the beginning is to get some carrier power. And you must apologize, we got a bit of the sniffles, I think, so hopefully I'm not... Probe has a ball, yes. Hopefully I'm not, like... spitting phlegm everywhere all cast. But we have two base runners, and it looks like this is going to be cowofschmau's option for getting some carrier power. I worry about it a little bit, though, because it's very, very hard to fight that Soban base runner in the midfield, but it looks to me like Space Artist... Oh, the probe sees the base runner and he's turning around, he's coming back in. And it looks like he wants to do some targeting jammer nonsense over here. Conef can't smoke the missile turret. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's true. But the TJ is also, like, basically a guaranteed kill if your opponent is standing still when it lands. I like this, though, from cowofschmau, right? Look, she gets right up on top of that Soban base runner. Well, how are you going to throw the TJ on me now? I'm right next to you. Oh, don't stand still, though. Actually, it could have been killed right there if the TJ was put, like, down here or something and gets the base runner in the bubble. And look at that, it's actually going to be the Soban player who grabs the artifact here. That's a little difficult to do because, obviously, the base runners that can float are very good at, like, pushing you. And we do have a blast drone here. I'm not quite sure why the base runner is on top of the enemy base runner. I feel like you're going to kill yourself with splash damage there. Okay. But, you know, to each their own. Base runner is going to be killed here by cowofschmau. And it looks like she herself is going to begin an extraction here, because of course she did have two. Ref mode's still not done here, or support mode as it's called here, because of course it does also give you the option to increase the weapons of the production cruiser. But we do have systems 1, and we're going to have an artifact, and of course when you get that carrier mobility support up to 2, that means that you no longer have the debuff of vision and speed. Oh yeah, AS Tech before Ref, but that is kind of weird. Oh, excuse me. Well, we got some long-range attack vehicles here. But those blast drones are pretty tanky. I remember still the first iteration of these things where they had like 600 speed and they did tons of damage, but they had 1 HP. Oh gosh! No, don't do that! Oh! The jetpacks are nothing to sniff your nose at in this. Actually, Space Artist manages to kill one of his own salvagers right there. That's okay. You can see the blast drone has quite a lot of HP, but it's not doing a ton of damage per pop there, so I think Space Artist did more damage to himself than cowofschmau did. That's interesting. The carrier actually got a shot on this thing. Through the goalposts, but does not land. And it's gonna be Missile Battery Fab versus Conef Siege. Conef Siege Rush? Yeah, I mean, that is actually a good idea. But I'm not sure why cowofschmau went for... No! She cancelled it. I'm not sure why she went for Assault Ships before, Oh gosh, the hiccups! I always have the hiccups. I'm not sure why she got assault ships before ref mode, is what I'm trying to say. Ah, there's the smoke. There's the smoke. Now, naturally, it drops 420 puffs. I'm not sure what else it would do, you know? But that's not going to save the base runner, it looks like. And yet, long-range attack vehicles, you do want to send them a little bit away here. And that is going to be a dead base runner. Very sad about the blast run too. Of course, you don't get that money refunded. And that's true about all units, right? So, death packs. Do some damage there. Oh, careful! Sloughs 400 HP off of that carrier right there. Oh, but Space Artist puts some dirt in her eye. Very good, very good. And it looks like that blast drone is going to get killed off in the end. I'm telling you, man, those depth packs, they're dangerous. You gotta be careful playing around with those. But yeah, in all versions of DOK, right, whether it's Anomaly, Jiraki, or Vanilla, if you've got a unit queued up in a production cruiser and then it dies, you don't get a refund for it. So you gotta be really careful not to, you know, you gotta be careful not to queue up a whole bunch of units in a production ship that's going to die. Except for the carrier, I guess. Doesn't really matter if it's the carrier. No ups on assault ships, and that is kind of a big deal. LAVs get a lot of, how do I say? LAVs will do a lot less damage if you have the upgrades, and you can see it's because they have 4 packets here, right? And I guess it's kind of true of the assault ships too, which have a very high rate of fire and a low damage output, but it's going to be more impactful the other way around. If cowofschmau will get these armored unit defenses here, it'll make these guys a lot tankier. And this here is a fight that I don't think you can win, especially with the probe watching you. Oh, but this is a fight you definitely can't win. Missile ships, very, very hard counter to assault ships. The way that you want to play this as the assault ship guy is just to like use your mobility to not be in the area. Ow! And there's the sand in your eye that basically just kills them all in one hit. Youch! And that won't happen either if you have the armored unit defenses as well. But even so, you can't fight this. You can't fight this. Yeah, so I've heard. It used to be that, oh, and the smoke is gonna one-shot them too! No, 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 no! Oh! You are dead, you just don't know it. You just don't know it. Sick hygiene. God Hates Weave's already posted the replays, so screw you. I mean, thanks for playing. Yeah, you gotta get those armored unit defenses. There was a time where, there was a time where the mortar for the missile ships, or missile batteries, I guess they're called, was like super long range. I'm sure just Carrier remembers that. But it used to be like the only thing you would ever do. You know, like you would never use the missile ships, missile batteries, as like actual, you know, frontline units. You would just use the mortar from way far away. Aw, sick IGN inbound. All is forgiven. All is forgiven. Can you tell it opened that, Rick? I can't. Given the suspicious amount of help missing on the carrier, I think it was a dead pack. You can open these for free using the Conf carrier missiles. Yeah, that is a good point. I don't know. I mean, these things are, like, quite a lot slower than production cruisers. When are we casting you versus God Hates Weaves? I must say I'm excited for that one, but we have quite a lot to go through before that. So probably not today. No, my friend, no. But thank you for the money. Ha ha ha! Okay, we do have armored unit defenses 1 now, so that's a good start. Gives 100 HP to these guys. Oh no. That would be devastating. And this is a good fight here for the assault ships, although they don't want to get too close. Oh gosh, this is white. Ah! Oh dear. Yeah, those missile batteries are no joke. Oh, and it looks like this guy's dead too. Youch! Oh, I'll bet it is. I can't wait to see some more God Eats Weaves replays, but we do it in order. We do it in order. That's always how it is. Okay, and we do finally have Con of Siege on the queue. This is quite slow for a Con of Siege rush, but... Anti-ground missile batteries? Indeed. Indeed. Because anything that does anti-air in the normal game, you've got to imagine will do something completely different in Anomaly, right? And the bomber gets away! Oh, snap! Oh, that's gotta be really annoying for, that's gotta be really annoying for cowofschmau there. Oh, no, 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 no! Not like this! Not like this. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's all falling apart, and how come this guy can't use his sacrificial EMP ability? Oh dear, it's a disaster for cowofschmau here. The ref modes, what the ref modes? The production cruisers pull off the line there, which is gonna hurt the eco massively, which is really quite unfortunate. And all of the military units have died, it looks like. We do have Smokefish on the way, there's one siege cruiser on the field here, but no anti-air to speak of, and that's gonna be problems. And that missile there is not really gonna hit anything either. Here comes a bomber. That looks like a dead base to me. Ow. Those bombers are crazy, man. Those bombers are crazy. And the other thing is, we don't have range upgrade yet on the Arty. So this thing's not even like amazingly powerful, but it is gonna get the direct fire barrage off here, which is very, very powerful. Have a bad bomber shot there, isn't actually gonna do anything really. Oh, and it's an attack helicopter! Carriers in Anomaly do have some anti-air, but not a whole lot, and I think this thing will be able to kill off the siege cruiser here. And it's getting vision, of course, from that probe. Oh, and it looks like I take it all back about the bomber shot being wasted, because that does kill a production cruiser on the return. Yeah, I'm not really sure, because just carriers of wisdom, that's all. Con of Siege is dead, main base is dead, carriers getting hounded. Ooh, it doesn't look good. But we do have Flying Fortress coming out, and these things are very good anti-air, so... they're not so good against 4 AVs, mind you, but still, I mean, it should be better than nothing. The big thing is they do anti-air, because of course they do, right? The bombers. Why wouldn't they? So... wow. Kind of scary. So that's going to do a lot in the way of, like, answering these bombers here, which actually can't target ground. I mean, what? Can't target air. You get what I'm saying. Bit of smoke to be annoying. I like it, I like it. Soften these guys up, and actually, you know, could come in with the bombers and finish them off now. It's always a good idea when you're facing bombers with missile ships, even in, you know, like a normal game mode, to just keep them split up so that they don't get killed off in one shot. And it's artillery, so that's actually perfect. I'm not sure if he knew that air is coming or if he's just getting artillery because it's pretty good on this map, but artillery obviously does, you know, barrage, but it's also got passive anti-air, so that'll be quite nice for him if he's got a couple of those out. Oh yeah, the light is blinking, that's true, and I think he actually still has vision on this carrier, so it looks like that is a direct read there. Very good, very good. Just every unit that you wouldn't expect being AA, you know? The ones that are supposed to be AA usually aren't. I guess missile ships are sort of the exception to that rule. And here comes the bomber now, it's just circling in the air. See cowofschmau doing a similar thing. Bomber takes a little bit of damage there, not too much. It has to be said, they have quite a lot of armor. Oh, and here comes the fight. Looks like the Salvager's gonna die here, but that's fine, right? And the Flying Fortress strikes again. Down he goes. And now I would get out of here because this is quite a lot of anti-air coverage. Oh, but actually these things are doing pretty okay against the AAVs even. Looks like this one's being hung out to dry though. It goes down. But that was a good reveal there for cowofschmau. I think we're seeing artillery on the queue now though. That'll make it a lot more difficult for those flying fortresses to exist. And the cheeky gunship sees that it's got its window right now, so this is very good. Getting some value out of this guy. While the bomber is still recharging. Wants to dock now though. Don't stay out there too long. Uh-oh. This is what I mean by too long. And here comes the flying fortress. Ooh. Look at that! The gunship's actually gonna get away. Oh, not bad. It's like cowofschmau for now just gonna try and deny that artifact, but flying fortresses are really not terribly good anti-ground units. That's being pretty well demonstrated here. So that's not gonna happen, unfortunately. And the AVs are being, like, turbo annoying to these missile ships here. I don't think I would be sending in the strike fighters, personally. That seems like a bit of a waste, but those missile ships are gonna die. Ooh. Oh my gosh. The strike fighters are, like, running away from these missiles. That's pretty funny. It looks like they'll get away, too. Nice. Oh, but it damages the carrier. I gotta say, it is kind of funny looking how, like, the missile explodes. It looks as though it's on the ground, even though it's, like, floating in midair. Oh well. And cowofschmau just gotta restore all of her eco right here. You see 2 production cruisers on the queue. I mean, it's never a good time. And in the meantime, more salvagers are gonna die. Yes, carrier, yes, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Like, imagine someone losing their carrier because their strike fighters were, like, dragging in a whole bunch of flying fortress rounds. I'm sure it could happen. And it looks like this is the end for cowofschmau. I don't really see what she's supposed to do here. Flying fortresses are up in the air, but there's a lot of anti-air coverage right now. These 2 artillery cruisers are definitely chipping in. And the missile ships, of course, unchallenged here. They are going to be able to get the kill. Would have been nice to see the carrier missiles powered up there, do some fighting against these artillery cruisers, but that's alright. This game was over, I think, for some time now. I was just waiting to end. So, that's going to be Game 1, going Space Artist's way, and we'll jump into Game 2 here. I agree. Well, we'll see if cowofschmau does that again. This is a chance for redemption for the old cow. Don't actually know her age. Yeah, he's not driving because he crashed. Bit of overheat again, as usual. We might actually see some carrier damage. Uh-oh. Power up the healing! Power up the healing! Uh-oh. Uh-oh, carrier has a fever. Okay, there we go. Normally when it starts taking damage, that snaps people back into their senses and they go up and power up that healing system. But yes, a BD right at the start, which is interesting. Maybe this is what was done last game, though, because Oh, the hiccups. Because cowofschmau did have 2 blast drones right at the beginning. I didn't see whether it was queued up right from the beginning like that. Well, Space Artist just doing its thing like last time. Base Runner's out here in mid, and this map is obviously quite a lot larger than Kalash Teeth. But even so, like, one probe in the middle will basically see this entire inner area here. And that's obviously pretty cool for map control for the Sawan player. And we have SC first, carrier production upgrade coming out before LAV Fed. This looks like a pretty standard build here for Space Artist. And we're gonna have the fighting mid once again. Now this time there's no blast drone though. But we didn't really see abilities being used from either of them last time. Here we have the TJ, so that's good. And that's gonna do, you know, a ton of damage there to the base runner. Now you can delay here using smoke, and I think that she should, because she's got that blast drone queued up as well. A little bit ADHD with the movement orders here, I think. Come on, smoke. Ah, there we go. TJ actually deleted. I might have just left that one there. This is going to give the base runner a bit of time to re-heal, and it'll give it some time for that blast drone to pop out. And Space Artist kind of running through the smoke, which is a bit awkward for him as well. He's not actually getting any shots off there. Uh-oh, this guy hadn't picked up the artifact. And where's the blast drone? Oh, blast drone's not coming to assist. Looks like the Space Runner's going to die before it gets its own off. Quite unfortunate, quite unfortunate. Really, the assault railguns can't hit across the crater with all the range that they have? Wow. Hey, ref mode before assault ships. Very good, very good. I still would have gotten it before skims too, but this is progress, you know? And this blast drone here should be able to clean up the base burner, if I'm not mistaken. I like the probe though right before he dies, right? Just say like, okay, well I'm gonna die anyway, let's get this thing off before I go. I was gonna say that it denies veterancy too, but blast drones obviously don't get any. That'd be kind of funny if they did, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I hadn't thought of it that way. So basically it stores 2,000 damage, if you will, right? And then, like, for every hit point that it loses one chunk of that 250. I don't think I said that right, but whatever. Who cares? Aha! It's going to be Peanut Light Bombers. Very good, very good. Oh dear, light is misspelled. I really should have caught that like 10 years ago, I think, but whatever. Blast drones? Having a wonderful time. Hey, it wasn't me, alright? It was just carrier. And how do you spell also? Ah, because the spice must flow. True, true. I approve of this message. Looks like it's going to be assault ships against LAVs once again, but we still don't have any upgrades. And like I said, that makes a big difference in this fight here. You would not really take a one-for-one, would you? But it looks like that's about what this is going to turn into. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, you really got to get those armored unit defenses. They'll make a huge difference in this battle. And looks like the blast drones are caught as well here. They're not really going to get too much value, I don't think, here. Quite a pity, quite a pity. Yeah, it's too bad because I think that during the fight here in mid, those guys could have just run up to the main and started doing some bombing there. But, you know, it's funny to say, but the earlier version of blast drones was like quite a lot less powerful, right? I mean, I think they were basically never useful, but they were quite a lot more anxiety-inducing, you know? In a way, I kind of miss them almost. Not that they ever managed to land a hit, so that would be a bit sad, of course, to see. But... blast drone's getting the mag excel up through. I never noticed that. Go find out who has peanut allergy. Oh, good grief. Yeah, everything in the game is called a skill issue. Because, you know, it issues a skill to the units. The attack move one says, "Don't do this. This is not StarCraft 2." I wish people would read that, because it's actually usually pretty bad in Death of Kharak to use attack move. This is a fight that the assault ships normally would actually quite like, I would think. They're up close with the LAVs, but I think there's just too many of them here. Assault ships kind of take a bad trade there. Oh dear, and we have another attack helicopter. Awkward thing is, though, attack helicopters have 0 vision range, so it actually can't see what it's meant to be attacking here, so the LAVs want to get a little closer, I think. Oh, the probe, of course, the probe is here, so that gives the thing vision. Doc! Well, I like that because that is normally what you're feeling when you hit the dock button. I must say, I never use the one on the carrier. I always like manually dock the units themselves, but I know some people use that. Houston raving about this map as though that's the problem here. Well, you know, people have always had their opinions on Torrent Crater. It's true. Make a 2.3 dock micro reference. Actually, that's a good idea. Oh, is that true? It can dock them before they've even launched? Oh, maybe I've got to start using that then. Also, missile ships, please? Okay, we do have them building, finally. Okay, that's actually kind of useful then. Oh, the gunship just ran out of ammo. Oh, but there's another one. Very good, very good, very good. And these salvagers here should be counting their lucky stars, although I must say it probably would have been a good idea to get them out of there. Given that they were given a second lease on life right there, but oh well, to each their own. We do have quite a few missile ships here, so it looks like this gunship's going to go. They do have pretty low speed. Oh, and the direct fire lands on the LAVs. Ouch! That actually did quite a lot of damage. These guys are going to be sent packing. Not bad at all for cowofschmau. Looks like it is going to be flying fortresses to try to counter the air. Being a tier 2 choice, though, I think I really would prefer honor guards here, just in general. And by the way, assault ship's faster than LAVs, so those guys should have kept running when they had the boost on. But the difference, of course, is that flying fortresses can attack ground as well, and we do have some railguns coming out here, so I think that this is going to be perhaps the better choice. Although, Just Carrier's right, cowofschmau's not exactly swimming on space map control here. Oh, that's what you mean, is that Space Artist is way too late on third base. Yeah, that's possible. I don't know what's going on here. This support cruiser is like moving around, but I don't know. But yes, armored unit defenses 2. Well, actually, it's level 1, 2, electric boogaloo. Well, and you should see the third one as well. One thing I will say though, during that time of having full field control, Space Artist has gotten 2 extractions out, which is quite good. And an anti-air turret post set up here. I'm not sure if that'll be enough defense, but the gunship is coming to clean up afterwards. So I don't know what this Space Artist is doing. This is prime targets for a targeting jammer right here. Yeah, wait a minute. Why are these guys all over here? And the other thing is, too, you really can't do this against cowofschmau because they've got that probe, right? Also, TJ was deployed, but a little bit late, I think. Why is the gunship facing backwards as well? Oh no, it's lost vision because the base spinners are all dead. Oh. This assault ship is like, don't make any noise. But yeah, the probes have such a massive vision range that like you really can't leave the missile ships like all bunched up in one spot. You gotta spread them out. Cause it can. No, it was just funny looking how it was like shooting at the guys from like backwards, you know. It was facing its rear end of them like it was a carrier. Anyway. Maybe it won't matter too much, though, because we do have the flying fortresses on the queue. 2 of them finished already. And this perhaps will be able to put an end to the harassment from the gunships and bombers here. Oh, Paulus. No, it's a helicopter, get it? It's an attack helicopter. And besides 2.3 RM defender, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Those units were designed in 1999, okay? Oh, you're right. Space Artist doesn't have any anti-air. Oh, he does have 2 AVs, I guess, now, but that's not exactly going to cut the mustard. Well, we do have artillery finished teching now, and I believe that... Oh, no, don't yet. Are you with me, ladies and gentlemen? 99. Oh no, let's not get started down there. We'll be quoting that all day if we do. What? Houston. No, it's just a simple matter of fact, okay? Those units are not from Remastered. Whoa! What the? Cowofschmau, what was that? That was a bit of a mistake. That was the sacrificial EMP, of course. And don't tell me she uses it again now, because that would just be a death sentence for all of these AVs or assault ships, I guess, as they ever were. Aha! But we have the flying fortress out now, and it's harassing the gunship for the moment. The bombers can't really do anything. These are bombers, by the way. They can't really do anything about that right now, but the flying fortresses didn't chase them, so they're gonna manage to get up onto the main base. But I think, personally, these guys only have 2 bombs, and they've kind of used them all. Maybe you just let them get away. I think that the target should be the railguns right now. Assault ship's getting up on the 2 base here from Space Artist. This is getting a bit complicated, isn't it? I don't know what the strike fighters are doing, though, actually. It doesn't look like they've shot any bombs at all here. Because all of the salvagers are alive. Oh, maybe they used all of their ammo on the assault ships and then they didn't have any left to keep fighting? I don't know. But in any case, that attack is going to be repelled and those guys are going to die. And now we have support cruiser anti-ground teching to try to get a bit of defense on the jetpacks there. I almost missed that. Jetpacks and railguns managed to clean up the assault ships here. We do have mag excel finished. And it's got to be artillery. That's what needs to come out here, and it looks like they're building, so that's just as well. Very bloody exchange right there. And it's Space Artist coming out worse for wear for it. Loses the entire Air Force. Not really anything to answer for it. Doesn't get any damage on the main base either. Artillery's here, not really going to be able to do anything against the assault ships, but reveal itself though, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Really, its job is to deny the bombers from doing damage to the railguns. But it's also going to be a little bit problematic to try to hold this 3-base up, because it's not like... I don't know, I think that Space Artist's army is going to be pretty good at fighting for now, in the front where it's on. But, like... cowofschmau's army is a lot more mobile, you know what I mean? And so it's going to be difficult for Space Artist to recover any sort of map control here. Yeah, free money. Go feed the carrier. Of course, you know. Flying Fortress is going to advance over here. Looks like the artillery has kind of been asleep. It should really get further forward here, because these bombers could target the railguns. Rails get back to safety, though. And the AAVs here... wow, that was quite a voice crack. The AAVs here don't do really any damage to the bombers, but they slow them down, and that actually gives them a pretty significant contribution, all things considered. I always love it when people try to fire logistics modules as a weapon, but don't do that against sand skimmers. They're very good at destroying stationary targets. It's 2 base runners and a support cruiser with anti-air versus this many sand skimmers. Who do you think wins? Complicated question, actually. Oh, really nice jetpacks right there. But still, it looks like the support cruiser is going to fall here. Yeah, clearly. And support cruiser and 2 salves die. That's a pretty good attack for, I think, a fairly small investment of just spamming out sand skimmers. Although, you'll eat those words if the game goes late enough for the CUs to mine out, and then you'll be like, where did all my CUs go? But generally, you have quite a lot more, CUs than RUs in Anomaly. It's one reason why I love the LAV opener in Anomaly, actually, is because it gives you a way to just get rid of all those CUs. Yeah, it's true. It's true. This gunship's gonna be powerful, though. Here come the bombers, but you can see the artillery is already making itself known. That's gonna make it difficult for the bombers to deal with the gunships here. Oh gosh, yeah, look at that queue. Oh dear, but the gunships float a little bit too far out, and I think that's gonna get them killed. Well, one of them survives. And now the precision bombers just want to leave. They don't have any more business staying around here. I say as they wipe the base there. But still, they're flying a little close to the sun, don't you think? I think this one's going to die. Is he gonna get out? No, he dies. Close there. One of them falls. 2 of them fall, actually. The 2 of them are gonna manage to dock. Carrier auto-fire, though, now actually hitting these artillery cruisers. They should do well to back away here. Uh-oh, caught a siege. Oh, no. Ow. That's gonna hurt. Does quite a lot of damage to carriers, does that. Kind of carrier missile gets fired here, but it misses. Space Artist doesn't really have a whole lot of carrier power. I really appreciate powering up the plot armor though, because that's really important here. The PD from Conf and Gaussian Siege does so much damage if you don't have your armor system powered up. Attack helicopter strikes again, and we only have 2 precision bombers left, but the artillery's not really in the field, so This might actually be a dead gunship, but it's going to get a kill on the siege cruiser, and I think that's gotta be worth it. Smoke being deployed, I appreciate that as well. Very good, very good. Ah, you know, artillery actually in range to do damage here, and the AVs are slowing, so this is going to be a dead bomber for sure, and probably two. And the gunship docks as well, let's go! This is actually amazing for Space Artists now. Both precision bombers are going to die. Okay, really great turn of play right there. I mean, Space Artists is still in a lot of trouble, don't get me wrong. Oh, and the main base is mined out too, so he's actually not getting any stews right now. But still, you know, that was a huge exchange for him there. And no bitches, yeah, very sad. Gotta get these idle selves mining though, that's the key. And I saw that too, the Sandskimmer army here. You've always got to be afraid when Sandskimmers are coming to play because they can kill carriers pretty darn quick here, but it looks like we have a lot of area of effect damage stacking up on these Sandskimmers, and they're not going to be able to get their playoff. So this carrier's got to survive. I actually really like the attempt from cowofschmau, but not going to work. And one artillery cruiser going to fall. The barrages land and hurt cowofschmau's carrier quite a lot. Gunship is still doing its thing though, and there's no anti-air left. No anti-air at all, actually, I don't think. Oh, and there's a probe here, so this thing is always going to be in vision. I think this gunship is going to kill it. Oh, quite a game we've got on our hands here. Oh, Cut of Siege actually gets into the mobility support, and that gives it more speed than the gunship to run away, but it's standing still! No, keep going, keep going! Oh, given a second lease on life, and he turns it down. And given a third lease on life, and he's still standing still, but the gunship doesn't have vision, so it shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, and the smoke, that's just evil. Gonna kill off this assault ship too here. And this is quite a resurgence for Space Artists. I mean, he's back in the game. Has to really get these guys mining though. This is killing me. But I mean, this is really quite good for him. Only problem I think, other than, you know, the CU miners, which are still idle over here. F3, by the way, selects idle salvages, so gotta use F3 for things like that. But the only really big problem is the extractions here, but actually, as I say it, he's got the air units out here to try to take care of them. Wait, what? He has 3,600 CUs in the bank? How long have I had the resources tab open here? I didn't even realize. Voice count? What is this? Cheeky attempt at the smoke, but of course it doesn't work. Smoking units that are being attacked by air won't have any effect. Looks like the gunship will fall, but I mean, man, he has been worth his weight in gold, this gunship. And does it get away? It can't, can it? But the AVs slow it down! The gunship's gonna escape again! That's unreal, and the miners are mining. Wait, these are not the idols. He actually built more for that. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate, but whatever. Oh, that's so good for Space Artist, and I don't know what this siege cruiser is doing. Probably wants to throw the EMP, but it can't because it's being stunned, I think, by the railguns. Oh. Oh, jeez, and the precision bombers really have no business being here either. Missile ship is trying to come up and do its thing, but not going to be able to get there on time. And the precision bombers all fall, and cowofschmau falling apart here. She's reeling. Like, what does she have left, really? Oh man, this is getting complicated. Aha! The idle salves are going and doing something useful. Very good, very good. That's true. Strongest carrier in the patch, but it's gonna be easier said than done to utilize that. The other problem actually for cowofschmau now is the artifact pressure, because it's only 5 minutes to go until the timer runs out. She is down one, so that's why you see her building base runners here. She's cognizant of that threat. Want to be careful bringing bombers up to the carry here, because it does have anti-air, but it's not the most powerful, so yeah, not going to do too much damage there. Also, it relies on line of sight, unlike most anti-air platforms. And this base runner here is really just waltzing off to its death. I don't know what it hopes to achieve here. Oh, does it not? Okay, I thought it did. Oh, the smoke also not going to apply here because this anti-air does not need line of sight. Oh, but it's shooting ground units. Oh, but it's shooting ground units. And actually, these gunships can do quite a bit of damage to carriers too. And you know what else is funny here? Actually, if the carrier would power down the close combat weapons, these gunships wouldn't be able to shoot at it at all because they wouldn't have any vision. Okay, I take it back. Now the probe is here to give vision, but the gunships were being given vision there by the anti-air, so that's kind of funny. And Con of Siege doesn't quite seem to realize what it needs to be running from here because it's actually moving toward the vision, but the bomber gets denied trying to come in there and get the finishing blow, so that's gonna be fine. And now we've got extractions in progress. And that's important. This is for all the marbles here, these extractions. They're actually crucial. I really think that the precision bombers should not be being used in a ground attack role like this. You know, you'd prefer to catch the gunships with them, but Space Art's doing a pretty good job of sliding the gunships past the armored assaults there. And the precision bomber, out of ammo, runs past its intended target. I mean, that's kind of sad looking. Where's the carrier missiles? This is where cowofschmau could really start hurting this army by just flomping carrier missiles into it. Oh gosh, what was that? A bomber? Oh no, that's actually so bad for cowofschmau. Artifact going to be denied here. Why are these base runners coming toward here though? Oh no, they're going to the wrong extraction zone. Are you kidding me? Because look, this artifact is going to extract. I don't see how that's going to be stopped, right? And then Space Artist could have extracted this one. The timer runs out and he wins. Oh no! What's the meaning of this? Yeah, he is setting down missile turrets, but with the Con of Siege in tow, I can't see how that possibly can work. Good attempt on the TJ, but it's just not going to be enough. And with 1.5 minutes left to go on the timer, the scoreline is evened out. Now, however, cowofschmau gotta protect his carrier. That's what's really important right now. And powering up the missiles, that's the key here. Those Con of carrier missiles are so powerful. But it looks like the siege cruiser is gonna do a lot of work on its own there. Manages to kill off two of the railguns and damage the other ones. And here it comes with that PD. Oh, that's true! Muted by the railguns means that maybe actually she can't use the missile system at all, so perhaps she's onto something here. I don't know what Con of Siege is doing right now, but it's dying, that's what it's doing. Oh gosh! And now with 40 seconds left to go in the game, scoreline's even, but it's actually cowofschmau with the map control. Carrier's still getting hounded there by the railguns, but looks like it's going to escape that fate. 30 seconds now, and this last extraction is going to be the game, and it looks to me like it's going to be precision bombers, or tactical bombers, I guess. What a play to stop the artifact, actually. That's perfect, right? Just fly him in there, deny the base runner. It doesn't really matter if you get killed after that. You've done your job. Just don't use them against the siege cruiser. That would be a mistake. And to be fair, one cruiser is not really a threat here when you have artillery because it's actually going to keep throwing sand in its eyes and then won't really be able to do a whole lot. Oh, that's what the siege cruiser was doing earlier. If it gets muted by the railgun, it turns to the direction it's traveling in, doesn't it? Couple AVs here just moving to their deaths. No need to do that, but that's alright. There's the base runner. Quite a lot of missile ships protecting it, but they're not fanned out in like a net in front of it, right? Like they need to be sort of spread out over here in order to stop this attack. So... Oh dear, artillery is getting way too close as well, though. These artillery cruisers are gonna die. But it's okay. What Space Artist needs to focus on right now is just getting that base runner. That's all that matters. Oh dear, he's getting caught by the precision bombers. Oh gosh, one of them gets denied. Okay, you gotta send them at the same time. Go now, go now, go now. Oh my gosh. The bombers are wasting their ammo here, and they're getting shot at by the artillery. Here comes the bomber. Oh jeez. Okay, he gets the shot off. Here comes the second bomber. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Base runner is dead, and the game continues. Oh, that was so close. It looks like, just like me, the players have sort of lost track of the rest of the map while this is happening. Con of Siege gets up on top of the artillery here. Actually needs to finish off the railgun first. Yeah, it looks like PD will take care of that. Artillery barrage ability is available too. That'll kill one of these on its own. Oh, but he's actually not used it. He's coming back. Yeah, not pressing him in time indeed. And the artillery crew is actually using the hold down ability, which is really cool. So they're a lot tankier when they have that on, but they can't use their barrages. Or move, so he probably wants to turn it off now. But, you know, a good thing to use when they get caught out. And there it is. And here comes the barrage. Not very effective, but it does manage to do some damage to the base runner here. And it looks to me like the railguns are gonna just about finish that off. Actually, he wants to turn off Mark Target. I think he has too much on there. And the game continues, ladies and gentlemen. There's still a base runner here, but look how he's actually waiting to pick up the artifact. He's like, now look, I know you're gonna bomb me. He needs to get rid of those bombers first, and he knows it. But this siege cruiser on its own can't really do anything. It's getting blocked by the railguns there. Really needs to use the EMP shell and then come over the dune and use the artillery barrage again. That would be what does it. Oh, but the bombers revealing themselves too early here. Oh, I say that. They're gonna get the kill on the base runner. But even so, that's gonna cost two of them their lives. And I never thought I'd see the day that a siege cruiser is running away from a base runner, but here it is. Watch out for TJs here. It looks like none of them are off cooldown. And that's a Vet 5 artillery cruiser gonna die. That's quite sad, too. Bomber has something to say about it, though. Ah, not enough. And this siege cruiser gets away with it all. And those first two veteran Cs are huge. Look how much health that gives to the thing. Okay, Space Artist, yeah, it's true, he's floating a lot, as Just Carrier says. You know what he could have spent this money on this whole time? Is these carrier power upgrades, and that would be a huge deal, wouldn't it? By the way, one assault ship, not actually a big threat for the siege cruiser, it's support cruiser. Oh, plus it's even got an anti-air turret in tow. Yeah, you don't win that, so you don't need to worry about that. But yeah, Space Artist could really have been getting these carrier upgrades this whole time. That would make a big difference too. Main base was mined out ages ago, of course, but it's actually the second and third are like getting pretty close to finishing here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. We're gonna mine out the entire map here. This is insane. Air units are flying now for Space Artist, but cowofschmau has got the bombers in the air. And the base runner doesn't die, that's crucial as well. Okay, now it's time to evacuate, I think. Yeah, I mean, that ain't good, that's for sure. But, like, Space Artist doesn't lose if he's holding one artifact when that one extracts. So that's maybe not actually game over. yeah, cowofschmau's like, I'm tired of losing this thing, alright? I'm gonna make sure it doesn't die now. Ooh. And, this siege cruiser's gonna die, actually. Oh my gosh. Well, that's not bad. And both artifacts moving to extraction. Bomber's falling here again, I think quite foolishly to be losing those. But the carrier has the missiles, and this is again a great target for it. Okay, here we go. Finally seeing that carrier missile. Whoa! The jetpacks! This much harm is good though, I think. Actually killed off a support cruiser there. Oh, good grief. Railgun here is king of this battle, but it has marked target on! Oh gosh, turn off marked target! No, not like this, and you gotta use the targeting jammer. Oh, no! Oh. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the game after much ado. Holy crap. cowofschmau is gonna take it from artifact victory. Oh, gosh. What a game. Jeez. Well, that was well thought for. Man, thank you guys for watching. What a legendary series. Look, the second base for cowofschmau is like mined out here. And the main base doesn't have any sea. Holy crap. That's crazy. This base actually still has quite a lot left on it, but jeez. Well, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.